Geriatrics gone wild.
Leave
And
my
Christy
team around.
is muted.
I'm totally muted because I don't know how to control my own computer. What do you want from me? I'm a geriatric. I'm the most geriatric of the three of us. Get out of here.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
get an award for that.
I do. I made it this far, okay?
And you look good.
I have the glasses. What do you think, Jay? What do you think, Charlie? I put them on because Aaron came on with the teal green, whatever glasses. And I was like, oh, then I'm going to bust out my whatever animal print.
And then I had to put them on because I couldn't feel left out.
That's right.
It was like the school kid on the playground that got picked last.
That was me every time for real. Like I was always last.
What's up, Jay? Darth Carnivore, first in the chat. Welcome.
Right.
And congratulations for being first.
What's wrong? Nobody has anything going on Friday night? No.
I mean, do we?
True. I know.
I'm with my girls. What do you mean? This is the only way we can hang out anymore.
I know.
We have to do a live stream so we can see each other.
Okay. So what's been going on since we last chatted, which has been a little over a month? Christy, we will talk about diet. We do have some updates for you all. We will get into that in a little bit, but life updates. Let's table the diet for now. Christy, what's been going on?
Life updates. Let's see. Well, do you want to hear a story that happened at school today? I think last time I told a story that happened at school today. Do you want to hear another story that happened at school today?
Oh boy.
Are you in trouble?
No, I'm not in trouble. I know.
Does it involve math? Because Christy knows me in math.
It does not involve math.
Okay.
So at work, there's always drama. I mean, there's always drama. That's the life update. But here's what happened today, because this one was pretty dramatic. So I go to pick up the kids from recess and I hear, what are they called? They're like those poppers. They're like fireworks and they pop. You know, you throw them and they pop, but they're fireworks.
Like the snap things or?
Yeah. They're like little fireworks.
The ones that I don't even think they were allowed to sell here legally for the longest time, Nicole, right? We got them in Pennsylvania.
I don't think they're legal here either.
Yeah.
So I hear those, but I look around and I don't see who did it, because all the kids are like lining up from recess, like 3 grade levels of kids. But apparently my teaching partner saw the person, the culprit, with the box like that they had come from. And she just walks over to the girl and goes like this, and the girl puts the box in her hand. That was it. She didn't say a word to the girl, nothing. She just asked for the box by holding out her hand, got the box away. And then she's not our student, right? So she's my teaching partner. So neither one of us, it's not our student. It's a different 5th grader from another class. So that teacher comes out. So all she does is hand the box to the girl's actual teacher. And she just, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Like, that's technically fireworks, explosives, whatever you want to say. And so goes right to the principal. So she didn't say anything to the girl either. She just takes him to the principal. Okay. Now bear in mind that every 5th grader, hello Pixel, had to sign a contract about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, because we have a bunch of end of year 5th grade activities. And it was like, I'm going to behave myself contract. And
doesn't sound legally binding. They're not adults.
Yes. Oh yeah, they signed it and their parents signed it.
Oh, the parents signed it. Okay.
Oh yeah. And there's a bunch of, it's like basically following the school rules. But in California Ed Code, there's a paragraph about automatic, like what is eligible for suspension and expulsion and things like that. And I'm pretty sure that my principal just copied right out of there. And on that list is fireworks and explosives are both on that list. So that's in the contract. Like, I won't, like, if I bring these things to school, it's a suspension, because that's straight out of Ed Code. Okay. Wow. So that's on the contract that everybody signed. That's just some background information. Okay. So the original thing is the principal does her thing and girl is suspended for 2 days. Man. Dad's mad. Mad.
Does dad storm the castle?
Does not think that anything should happen to her. Does not think that she did anything wrong. Called the district office, told everybody off, said the girl should be removed from that teacher's class. Did the teacher give her the fire? Like, the teacher didn't say anything to her. Nobody said anything to her.
Yeah, they left it in the hands of the principal and he did it.
Correct. But we got to pull her out of that teacher's class. That's not even the teacher that caught her. So if she goes to another class, it'll be probably the teacher that actually caught her and took them away, which is hilarious. So here's the kicker. Here's the drama. This is why everyone's upset.
Uh-oh.
Because the suspension got reduced by half because the dad was mad and the dad yelled and the dad called the district office. Does that sound right to you?
The heck?
Right?
Sorry.
Drama. It's always drama. So these are the kind of things that happen on a day, like on the daily. It's so funny that stuff like this happens. Because last time I told another story of what happened to them.
And to think, I applied to be a substitute teacher, and then
don't do it.
One of my friends, everyone I said, "Hey, I'm going to be a part-time." All of my friends laughed at me, and now I know why.
This is the kind of stuff that, I mean, this is not odd. This is not abnormal. This is not a weird day. This is like a normal day.
Every day.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood over here. So you know, that kind of stuff. That's what's going on with me, as well as we're coming up to summer vacation. I think I'm down to like 30 days left or something.
You're going, but where are you going?
Las Vegas, duh.
Well, no. You're
Austin
going
before that.
Why are you going,
to Austin? I'm going to KetoCon or Hack Your Health in Austin. Yay! So I
went last year, by the way. There's this bat bridge. You have to cross this bridge. There's like bats on. I forget what hotel I stayed at, but I will DM you, because there's this awesome bridge where bats live, and at night you see them all come out. It's pretty cool to no. You can watch it from on the other side of the bridge, but it is
okay. I'll watch it from afar, maybe. Cool.
It's the Bat Show.
It's the Bat Show. Okay, Bat Show.
Batman.
So I've already got my sub lined up. I know I have 3 personal days I can take where they can't ask what it's about. So I got that all paperwork all filled out. I'm good to go. Got my plane tickets. I'm excited. Just got to write the 3 days of sub plans, but.
Oh man,
that's for you, Nicole.
That's awesome. You have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun. My mom's coming too. It's a mother-daughter trip.
Ooh,
it's gonna be fun.
Cool.
That's cool. Well, how about you, now, Coach Erin?
I know, Coach Erin.
Well, let's see. The week's been like, it's been one of those damn weeks. We kind of had an explosion here, like talking about fireworks, but not quite. My daughter hit a curb with the car, you know, our brand new car that she drives, and blew out the tire the other day. So now we don't have we can't drive it, because when my husband and the neighbor were jacking it up, the jack fell and it broke the lug nut. So we have a new tire, but we're waiting to get that repaired. So we don't want her driving the car around with like one less nut. And it's just been like one of those weeks where like everything that can go wrong does go wrong. So,
but you're here, so things are better.
Because I couldn't go prom shopping 2 Fridays in a row. At least I got that out of the way.
When I saw you posted this to your story, I was like, good, she'll be here.
Well, I posted it last time too, but you know, I would have never gotten home on time. I got home after 6 o'clock and I still hadn't eaten.
She can't leave. She has to be on the live stream.
I'm like, we can't reschedule again. Dang it.
I'm here. I ate beforehand and everything.
Yay.
Yeah. Sure, there's other stuff going on, but I forget right now because I'm just like frazzled. So whatever.
Well, I don't have any student or dot or kid stories. What I got is I have an MRI for my back to see if I get to keep my back and my leg, because Monday this week I actually couldn't walk. Like my leg I had a limp. It was really bad. I was at work and my leg kept giving out. I was like, I'm about to like face plant in the middle of my chief here because I can't walk. So I have an MRI scheduled for the 29th.
Oh man.
Finally find out what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing crazy, but I have that going on. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's about the major update for me is my back is still jacked. And Jeannie is in the house. I promise you, Jeannie, I have it on my list to watch the videos that you keep recommending this weekend. I promise you I will watch them this weekend. Dr. Berg, yep. But yeah, that's my update.
So you have homework, Nicole?
I do. She
Okay.
assigned me homework. I have videos to watch. Yeah.
Oh man.
I know.
Are they videos you can react to? Because those are my favorite.
No, these are Dr. Berg's like sciatica stuff, like
Oh, for your
exercises
back.
to do with sciatica. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
check those out. I don't know
Okay.
exactly what it is. Like I had PT and I had an assessment, and she thinks that it's a bunch of different things. It's not just one thing. But we won't know for sure until I get the MRI to make sure there's nothing actual muscular or something else going on. But yeah, I'm not taking my prescriptions for the next week because I want my back to be firing on all cylinders. So when I go on when I go into the machine, everything's flared
Everything's
up, all
popping
nice and
off.
pretty.
That's a bummer because you're going to be like in some pain, and yeah, you're going to have to be.
I'm gonna
tough
have
it
to
out.
flame this baby up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
dang.
deadlifting on Monday. I'm like, let's do this.
She's gonna go in there with one less leg.
Yeah,
They're
seriously.
gonna be like, something's not right.
Well,
You can tell.
well, let's welcome some people in the chat before we start talking about foods we put in our mouth holes.
Yeah.
Well, we got Carrie. What's
Yeah,
up, Carrie?
I'm so sorry, Carrie. I don't know if you saw. I put in the chat. I'm not
Sorry.
sure where you're which channel you're watching.
Yeah, I
on.
actually didn't read it. I just flagged it. I'm so sorry, Carrie. I'm sorry. If you ever need to chat, you have my digits. Give me a call. Yeah, I love Carrie. I made an announcement to my like Carrie's awesome. Like we've become good friends, but I made an announcement to my channel members that I'm like canceling because I can't keep up. I'm way too busy that I can't put out extra content. And her, Jonathan, and a couple other people were kind and still wanted to support even though I wasn't able to do extra content or whatever. So yeah, I absolutely love the people in this community. Like we've become like you guys, Erin and Christy and people in the chat, like we've become really good friends. And when people reacted that way, it almost made me cry because people are just like so kind. Yeah, it just like made my week. So yeah, if you ever need to chat, Carrie, you have my number. Please do text or email. Lambs is here. What's up, Lambs? Have a good one. Hey. Although it's Saturday here, I'm way ahead of all of you. Well, how's Saturday? How is it in the future? How is it? What do we have to look forward to?
I had to think about that one for a second.
I'm sorry to hear. Hope the MRI will help figure out what's going on. Thank you. I hope so too. Like I said, I'm going to deadlift. I'm going to flare this baby up over the next week and see how jacked I can make my back. I'm going to really study for this test. All right. We got a question for Christy. What grade do you teach? If you already said it, sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, this is my 24th year of teaching.
Holy moly.
Right? And I have taught my first 2 years were in 4th grade and the rest of them were mostly 5th grade, but I have had a couple years with a 4-5 combo, and this is one of those years. So teaching a combo is not for the faint of heart, you guys. A lot of the standards don't match up and you really feel like you have to be 2 people. But so I have 9 4th graders and 18 5th graders.
In one class?
Yeah, in one class. Yeah.
How does that even work?
Well, you know.
Is that a thing?
It's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing.
Was it a thing when we were kids? Like I never intermingled.
Maybe it's a California thing.
I don't know. I know we have, some of the biggest class sizes in the nation. So what happens is, they don't want to make another class. So they just take some kids from here, and
oh wow,
make a class out of them. And I found out, I think 2 days before school started.
Damn.
Surprise.
Wow.
Well, is it a pleasant surprise? Like the fireworks weren't your class? Like
the fireworks were not my class.
Yeah.
No. So that was, I mean, that part was good.
Yeah.
I was like, out of it. There was no. But yeah, it's not easy teaching 2 grades at the same time. It's not easy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But that's what we do.
I have a question. Do they still learn cursive?
California just brought it back this year.
Really?
So
good.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It is
like
good.
Secret code.
It's good because not because I care about if they can read cursive or not. It's the brain connection that makes.
Yes.
So they've like lost all of that stuff. Yep. And we taught them cursive anyway. like against all of that. We taught them anyway so that they could at least sign their name in cursive.
Yeah.
You know, so like, 'cause we have to teach them the Constitution and, then John Hancock and all this
Oh,
stuff. And
yeah.
then we'll do like a class Constitution, with the format of like the preamble, and then they all sign it with cursive. So
Cool.
we teach them cursive, and that's kind of been the homework all year. But yeah, now we actually have cursive books again. But
Cool.
you know how things usually go. The governor said, you will do cursive, like no more money, no more guides, no more curricula, just do it. So
Yeah.
each district was kind of left to their own. I think there was probably a date, So
Now-
a couple months ago, like the book showed up.
Let me ask you a question. Some of your younger, like new teachers, do they even know cursive to be able to teach it to the kids?
Good
'Cause I'm
question.
guessing there's
I'll
gaps
ask
somewhere
some of
there.
them for you. So there's like a first year teacher down the hall who's like, whatever she is, 23. She might
Yeah.
not know cursive because we stopped
Exactly.
teaching it a long time ago.
Because my daughter learned it a little bit because, like you said, I think her teacher just taught them it, but she still can't read it.
Right. Oh
You know,
yeah,
it
they
wasn't
can't
like that
they're-
much, you know?
Right. So they're not, we just thought at least they need to sign their name and sort of look like they can sign their name. Like sign means
That's
cursive,
interesting
not
because
print,
my husband is a passport agent and he says that these kids come in and he's like, sign your name, like for their passport. They don't know how to sign their name.
Right,
They're
correct.
printing their name. He's like, you have to, like, it's supposed to be a
Sign.
signature. Like, I
Right,
guess
right,
they're
right.
accepting it, but
they don't know how to do it. So
they don't know how to do it.
it
My
was
daughter knows
legitimately
that at
not
least.
not in
Yeah.
the standard. Like it was just taken right
We
out of the
actually had to
standard.
write like sentences, like paragraphs, like
yeah.
actually write
Oh,
in
yeah.
cursive.
Yeah. Oh
Now-
yeah, multiple pages till your hand hurts to
Yeah.
like get that down.
And now I try to write a check. I'm like, I'm gonna write in cursive. I was like,
It's
my hand
so
doesn't want to
hard
move.
write
It
because I want to do this.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like
I want to
all about
write
the
in print because
typing.
I don't do cursive anymore except for to sign my name, and I just go like that. But
You're
I
right.
try to write a check in cursive. I was like, my hand doesn't want to work that
Yeah.
way. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Susie recommended I do pistol squats. Actually,
You can do them with one leg, right, Nicole?
yeah, that might be a good idea. I'll just focus on my right leg and really flare that bad boy
You
up.
have
Thank
a
you for the
very strong
recommendation.
right leg.
If anyone else
Hop
has
around
any
on it.
recommendations on how to flare my stuff up, let me know. Operation. Let's
MRI.
flare
Oh,
the
wait,
holes
you're gonna do
back up.
pistol squats on the bad leg?
Yeah, I have to hold on to the table, but I'll get to depth. What's up, Susan? Howdy,
Hey,
howdy.
Susan.
Okay, Jeannie's against that. It's okay. I'll do your homework and then do pistol squats. And then for Christy, 24 years, how many headaches have you had throughout those years?
Before
24
I went
times
carnivore,
365, do the math.
a lot more headaches. I still get headaches occasionally. I'm not totally headache free, but it was heading toward the migraine direction, like on a pretty regular basis before going carnivore.
Yikes.
Yeah, I would get to school and then the migraine would start to kick in. But yeah, 24 years down. I don't know how many more I have to go. I'm 48 now. That's the thing. We can't draw on our retirement until we're 55. So that would be the earliest. And then we don't, I think it's like our income goes down to like 50%.
That's still early. Are you grandfathered into that, or is everybody still 55 out
So-
there? They
so
changed that
it's-
here.
It's like
might be
59 here.
I might be grandfathered
yeah.
in. This is only for teachers. It's different
Yeah,
for other things, but I don't know because I know there's a big change for people hired after 2009. I think they have to be older. But yes, I'm grandfathered in because I started in 2000.
Yeah.
I can retire at 55 and I can start drawing on my retirement. But
Heck
like I said, my income will be cut in half. The longer you work, the higher you. So if I go to 62 and a half, I'm maxed out. And then at 80,
That's a long time to keep going.
But that's a long time. I'm like only 48. I'm not going to 62. If I go to 62, I'll have been teaching for 40 years. I'm telling you right now, I cannot do it.
I have a
Cannot.
plan for you or related to that for myself. But before I get into that, I have a question. Why is everything like why is it called grandfathered and not grandmothered? I want to say grandmothered. I'm grandmothered in.
I'm with you. I'm gonna start saying it.
I really don't care what they call it as long
everything
as I'm
based
covered
on-
and don't get the new
Do what?
I said they can call it whatever they want as long as I don't get affected by their new rules, right, Christy?
So
grandmother me, grandfather me, whatever. Don't mess with me.
So my plan on retirement is because my cousin passed away and she continues to bless me afterwards. She set us up for the future to where we can
Nice.
buy a house in cash and all that stuff. So my goal is in the next 2 to 3 years, I want to partially retire, meaning I don't have to work what I'm doing now full time. I could just work my business and maybe just get like a work from home job enough to pay bills or whatever. So in 2026, the next 2 to 3 years, by 2026, I want to partially retire. Thank you to my cousin.
Aw, that is
Yeah.
so awesome. Good
So
for
by the
you.
time I'm 46, so I'm not even gonna make it till 50. I'm like,
You'll
peace
be
out.
then you'll be younger even than I am now, Nicole. That's amazing.
That's
I'm a
what
little
I'm
bit jealous.
saying.
I'm a
Yeah.
little bit, just like a little bit jealous.
Yeah, but your YouTube is like you're doing amazing on
Yeah,
YouTube because I know
really.
you want this to be your kind of like your gig, like when you leave teaching.
I do, just because I have
Yeah.
so much fun doing it, and it
Yeah.
would be so like I really enjoy it. But then sometimes after teaching all day, it's like like I wish that like when I have a week off, I'm in heaven because it's like I don't have to do the teaching and I can just do this, and I
Yeah.
have fun with it and I don't get so exhausted. So
Me
yeah, I
too.
know. My channel I'm happy with my channel. So thanks
That's
everyone
awesome.
who supports me. It's
Yeah.
going well.
Hope for all says stick with grandfathered. I'm not a feminist. It was just a question. I actually wanted to spark a little debate because I am very controversial. I like being controversial.
Nicole wants to stir the pot.
So speaking of stirring the pot, let's talk about diets. Christy wanted to talk about how our diets have changed, and since Christy brought this up, I'm very, very curious. We'll do Erin first because I want the suspense to kick in, but I'm very curious on what Chrissy's diet looks like now. But Erin, I know we've been chatting a little bit.
I
I
mean,
know she's like,
is there any suspense with me? Everybody knows that I eat carbs.
yeah, but things have changed. You're toying.
No, so I went, well, back in the beginning, I was like very low carb, animal based, and some things weren't working out. So I, did a little bit more carbs. I was like keto, and then, added some more because some things weren't working, and I'm just in a good spot. But I'm kind of like at the point where I kind of want to play around a little bit. Like I don't know. Like I've started doing a little bit more with rice, and I'm doing okay with it. I think the more your body gets used to certain things again, like it was a little shock to my system at first. But I just I just want to play around and live my life. And if I feel good, I'll go with it. And if it doesn't work, I won't. I mean, I'm not talking like doing like the 800 carb a day plan or anything like that, but just kind of playing around with where I feel my best and seeing what happens, Still low carb though.
Do you feel that there's something that needs to be improved, or you just want to change stuff because you're bored and you want to change stuff?
I don't think that there's anything really that needs to be improved because I felt great from the beginning, minus those like issues that I was having that caused me to raise my carbs and whatnot. But I just want to. There's just like some things that I want to do. I miss certain things and whatnot. And I want to try to incorporate some things back in sensibly, and not go off the rails with stuff. And
so then, so riddle me this then. Are you do you think you're a moderator? Because this sounds like you could moderate stuff. Like I am not a moderator, and I miss nothing.
You know what it is? Anytime that I've ever been like really good about tracking and actually seeing what I'm putting in my body, I'm pretty good with the moderating. Yeah. That's not to say that years ago it wasn't like I'm eating the whole sleeve of Oreos, because I had those times too. But I think maybe a lot has to do with the fact that I don't eat a lot of like sugary stuff. I don't know. Or that my body's definitely in a better place now. My gut is healthy, whereas years ago it was a hot mess with the celiac and everything. So
yeah. Interesting.
So
yeah, I have Erin, stop it.
Sorry, I had to.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him. He's not eating Pop-Tarts. I'm all about the whole foods. Do what you will.
Yeah, Erin is more of a Whole Foods kind of girl, which hey, to each their own, n equals 1 and all that. Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay, so gosh, I don't miss anything. So I'm like not like Erin in that sense at all. I have no desire to add in carbs or avocado even, or, any other things. I'm totally happy being carnivore as far as the way that I feel. Yeah, those Oreos would make mine too. If I ate some Oreos,
I don't
my
know.
lean mass
Will the gluten-free
hyper-responder
ones have the same effect?
would
Wait,
go
how do
away.
you peel? Okay, are you eat the inside first, then the cookie, or you just put the whole cookie in your mouth?
Are you
How
talking
do
to
you
me?
eat an Oreo?
Twist it off, take your teeth.
Yep, that's what I do.
Nope, the whole cookie, the entire cookie. You don't
stick
take
it back
bites.
together and then
Nope.
eat it like that.
Nope, whole cookie. Boom.
Really?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Sorry, distraction, squirrel.
Yes, because
Continue,
I don't
Christy.
need Oreos anymore, and I don't miss them, and I don't want them. But it is pretty funny that it would make me not a lean mass hyper-responder if I did it. Okay. But that being said, so I started keto, as like all of you know, but like Erin talked about how she started out too. So I'll touch on that. So I started keto. I lost the weight on keto, went carnivore just kind of accidentally, and then got like a lot healthier, like not just weight loss, but all the like mental health benefits, this, better sleep and all of the things that I've talked about, inflammation gone down and all of that stuff. But then my weight started to creep back up. Now let's be clear on what I mean by weight. I only ever lost 20 pounds. I only ever needed to lose 20 pounds. The weight crept on slowly. And at first I wasn't worried about it. I know a lot of people talk about when I first went carnivore, I gained weight, because whatever, I was healing, but then it just kept going up and kept going up until I'd pretty much gained all the 20 pounds. Right. And at the time that it got to about, I don't know, 15 or 16 pounds, I was like, I gotta I don't know. Cause you start to wonder, like, am I just healing? Could I be tweaking things? What's happening? And so I started changing stuff up, like staying carnivore, but changing stuff up. And so like that's when I incorporated more of like the weights on a regular basis. And like I actually had a schedule and like doing all that stuff, which I like and I still do, but like my weight didn't change at all. If anything, it was still kind of creeping up, and nobody puts on muscle that fast. So I was like, well, that didn't work. And so then I really started to like pay attention to my macros, but like I wasn't paying attention to necessarily, I was still eating like, like ribeyes, like a lot of ribeyes because they're my favorite. And people would even say, no, don't give up your ribeyes, and because I love them so much and whatever. Yeah, I did all of that as recommended, not just on my own, but Coach Bronson's like general recommendations. Not that I'm a client of his, but he's an expert. I'm not. I went by that, and then I even tried tweaking those macros a little. I went higher fat for a little while as opposed to higher protein. Like nothing, no movement. Like it eventually stopped, my weight stopped going up, but it was nothing. It was just staying there. And it was frustrating because I was like, and then, you have all these conflicting thoughts. Like, is this just vanity? Because even with the 20 pounds on, I'm not technically overweight. Like my BMI is still under 25. I know BMI is not the best tool, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not in the overweight category or anything. And so is this just vanity? Maybe this is just the weight my body wants to be. I don't feel like I'm overeating, like I'm eating to satiety and all of that. But a couple of weeks ago, maybe almost 3 weeks ago now, I don't exactly know, but Kelly Hogan came out with a video talking about how she lost these last 20 pounds that she lost. And it was like she was talking to me, and I was like, okay, because she was like, I am a volume eater. And I was like, I'm totally a volume eater. I think Coach Nicole saw me eat, and she was like, are you going to eat like all of that? When we got together for burgers? Like, see, Nicole's like, she knows I can eat. And it's like, to me, that's just normal. Like, yeah, I'm going to eat all that. Well, I don't know why you're not eating all of that, but I'm going to eat all of that.
I could barely finish my burger. Christy was already done.
I ate it all. Well, I mean, I didn't eat the tomatoes and lettuce, but I even ate the pickles that day. I had the burger, the cheese, it was like 2 pretty big burger patties, all the cheese and some pickles that day. But yeah, she saw me and she made a comment like, "Are you really eating that?" I'm like, "Yep, sure am." And so, yeah, but you mostly hear with women, you hear people saying, are you eating enough? Are you eating enough? And I know for sure I spent so many years restricting calories. Mm-hmm. I don't know what enough means. What the heck is enough? I don't know. But I know for a lot of women, they're not eating enough. And so you don't really know like what to make of any of that. But Kelly Hogan was like, I'm a volume eater. Like I want to eat a big plate of food. And I was like, that's me. And so she was talking about that, and she was like, so what that means is it's not that she's eating like lean. We're not talking chicken breast here, but she's talking about, I would rather have a giant plate of chicken thighs with the skin on, than let's say, like a really fattier cut, like a brisket or a ribeye or chuck roast or something, because I can eat a giant plate of it. And I'm like, I'm with you. Like, I'm right there with you. And she probably had a beef recommendation. I don't remember what it was, because my beef of choice besides ribeye is picanha. And since picanha is sirloin cap, it's just, I eat picanha usually like once a week. And I'm like, I'm just gonna like delete the ribeyes for a while and just go picanha. And I really do like the fat. And so picanha still has that fat cap, but overall, like if you're tracking the macros and all that, it's a lot leaner than the ribeye is. And so, yeah, all I did was I switched my beef. Like I just took out the ribeyes, switched it to picanha. So I'll cook 2 or 3 picanhas in a week, depending on how much my son eats or doesn't eat, or how big they are, and added in a lot more eggs. And I also started walking. Like, I'm already doing the weightlifting, but I started walking maybe 4 days a week, like up to 4 miles. It's easy, like easy walking. Just put my wireless earbuds in, whatever, turn on some music from the 90s, right, Aaron? Straight out of the 90s. Go to my happy place, and just before I know it, like, I can't even believe it's been 4 miles. It's crazy. And I enjoy it. And it's cool because I incorporate it like either on the weekends at sunrise or in the evenings at sunset. So I'm getting that benefit too. And if I go through the park, I'll take off my shoes and do a little bit of grounding while I'm there, and just kind of incorporate that and just go for my walk. And so in the last like 2.5-ish weeks, I've lost 7 pounds. Like, and I can eat the giant plate of food, which is what makes me happy. That's what I want to do. I don't want to eat like a burger patty or like 3 eggs. Like, that's not enough.
So you decrease your fat a little bit, it sounds.
But still eating the stuff I love. Like, I like picanha just as much as ribeye.
I think someone recommended that to you before, though. Like, I think it rhymes with Coach Nicole. I'm not sure. I think it rhymes with that.
Yeah, but you didn't. Yes, you did say that, Nicole. But it was the way Kelly Hogan put it, because it was like whatever thing she has about, I want to eat a giant plate of food. And I was just like, me too.
Yeah.
That's what, like, how it sunk through my thick skull, Nicole.
That's good. That's good, because I know that's frustrating, because I was stalled too for a while and I'm back to losing. But I did something different. So I went to, by default, I do what everyone does. I went OMAD, not on purpose. I just landed there. But I found by doing 2MAD or OMAD, I don't want to say I binge, because I don't do that anymore. Like, I can control it. But I feel like I was definitely overeating. Because I was like, oh, well, I haven't eaten all day. So I just ate all the things. So I was like slowly gaining the weight back. So now I'm losing again. I'm feeling great. I jiggle less. I don't feel like, I move forward and then the rest of me catches up. You know what I mean? So like, I'm eating 3 meals a day now. So I'm eating 3 small meals a day, and then I'll have my yogurt dessert after dinner. And that seems to be working. So I'll have like tonight I had a burger patty with mozzarella cheese and half an avocado, and that was my dinner. For lunch for breakfast I had Italian sausage with 2 hard-boiled eggs. I actually forget what the heck I had for lunch, but it's like reasonable. If we're talking calories, it's like between 400 and 500 per meal, plus my yogurt dessert. So it took me a while to get used to that, because I was overeating. Not on purpose. So it took everything a bit to kind of like catch up and kind of normalize. So now I feel like I'm more in tune with my body's signaling, and I feel like I have that off switch. I feel like I stop eating sooner. So I'm sticking with 3 meals a day. This seems to be working best for me, to where I'm not tempted to overeat. So that's like the big change I've made in the last, I would say, probably month or two, is increasing back to 3 meals a day. And this seems to be kind of kickstarting my weight loss again. Yeah. And I feel a lot better too.
If I do OMAD, I'm like you. I get I eat the one meal and then I'm sad because I do get hungry and I feel like I have to like control myself to not go eat again.
Yeah.
It doesn't go well for me. Usually 2 mad works the best, but like today I wasn't prepared. I didn't have enough picanha. So I ate what I had left. It was only about 6 ounces for lunch. And then I came home and had a couple of burger patties right before this. So I did eat 3 meals today, but that's super rare. I don't know when the last time I ate, and it was only because I
Yeah.
didn't like I'm gonna cook another picanha tomorrow. So I make sure to have enough. So like I said, I just took what I had left and just did that. But but I ate the 2 burger patties and felt good because I had the picanha like, at lunchtime. So
Yeah, it took a while to get to 3, but I
mhm,
was like, I'm overeating. Obviously, I'm gaining weight. Like,
mhm,
I didn't gain a lot of weight back, but I can feel it. Like, I just wasn't
mhm.
feeling as good as I was before, and I didn't wanna kinda blow up again and balloon. So I wanted to get it under control. So it took me probably about a week to kind of get to 3 consistently and kind of normalize my hunger and my satiety because it was all jacked, from overeating. So now I feel like everything's, like, working in harmony, and I actually have more sustained energy, and like I said, I feel like I stopped eating, and I perform better in the gym because I'm eating before the gym, whereas before I would have, like, breakfast and dinner, and I won't really eat lunch if I'm too max. I'll have a big breakfast, and I work out, like, mid-afternoon, and I feel like I'm stronger when I lift because I have actual, like, food in my system. So, yeah, so overall, I just feel better, but kinda like Erin, everyone knows I eat carbs, that hasn't changed, like, the types of carbs I ate, except for, I did mention in the past that I had like half a sweet potato a couple times. Now I'll have a sweet potato maybe like once or twice a week and I'll eat the whole thing. I did toy with a banana, but that's just too sugary and it doesn't make me feel
Yeah.
as good. So bananas are out. But I did try. I did try a banana. I would eat half and it just was just too much. But the sweet potato is kind of like maybe once or twice a week and that doesn't bother me. That feels good. So I think that would be the addition to my diet. I tried rice a while ago and that really upset my stomach when I had Korean food, because they make everything with rice and I was trying to eat around the rice. I was like, screw it, I'll just eat the rice. And then I had massive digestive issues the next day. So I don't think I can toy with rice, but the sweet potato so far doesn't seem to bother me, but I definitely don't want to do that every day. I pretty much stick with the avocado for the most part. But yeah, sweet potato is a good kind of like treat like once or twice a week. So that's like my diet change, I guess, since the last time we talked about a month and a half ago. I don't know if people are going to be mad at me.
Eh,
Hey, it's
whatever.
your N equals 1, it's your life, it's
If
your
they're mad
diet
at
that
you, that's
you
their
gotta
problem.
do. Right. Yeah.
Uh,
But Darth Carnivore has a scientific metric, a
Yes,
butt
that yes,
load. I
that
say
is
butt ton. I think
a
butt load
ton.
is bigger than butt ton. So he
Mhm.
can eat a butt load
butt
bigger than
ton
butt
again.
ton of
Yes.
eggs and meat in one meal like a champ. That's what I'm talking about.
I've never cut eggs out by any stretch of the imagination, but since I did this little tweak a couple of weeks ago, I'm eating a lot more eggs and I'm
Yeah.
feeling really good about it. They're
Yeah.
delicious.
I've increased my eggs too. I wasn't I eat hard-boiled eggs just because 'cause they're easy. I could just
Yeah.
make them ahead of time and just bring them with me.
The peeling part that's the
It's
penis
oh
Hate
my
part.
peeling
god.
those things. I
How
hate it.
the hell do you peel eggs? Because I take the egg with the damn peel. I was like, "There has to be a science to
You know
this."
what happened? I made them once and, like, a couple of them cracked and they got a little bit of water, like, between the shell and the egg, and those
Oh,
shells peeled right off of there. But if
yeah.
that egg is intact, those things don't wanna come off.
Oh, BK, I lost 110 pounds. Heck yes. In 2023 with keto and carnivore. Heck yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's amazing. 110 pounds.
It's like a person. It's
Bruce
crazy.
said he picked up picanha at the store yesterday, trying to decide if I'm going to use Christie's method or throw it across the grill. I don't know. I like the char taste. Grilling with the char flavor, the charred outside.
To
Is
be
that too
fair,
big to grill?
I've never had it grilled, so I can't I just know my method is
What?
I feel like
delicious.
it's too thick to grill it, no? Is it more of like a slow roast
It's a
type of thing?
roast. It
Yeah,
comes
it's
as a
big.
roast, yeah. I mean, you can cut
You
it
can
into
cut
steak.
it. Yeah.
You
You
can
can
cut
cut
it
it,
into
yeah.
steak.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with my way that it's like, why would I change it? It's no need to change it. It ain't broke. Not fixing it.
Well, Karen says, I think walking will help me lose these last few pounds. Just have to heal my left leg first. Yeah, walking is the most, I always say this to my clients, walking is the most underrated form of exercise. I think it's the easiest thing to do. And people think that just because you don't sweat, that
No.
it's not exercise, but it is.
I
It's very
never
low
sweat
impact. It's
anymore,
great.
like ever.
It's like great for your
No.
mental health. It's just like great all around, and it's low impact. You're less prone to injuries, and you
It's
and
like
you get
not
the same benefits.
stressful. It's actually like you feel good afterward. Like the last time I walked, so last weekend, I'm looking forward to summer because I really like it to do it at sunrise. But like when I'm teaching, I can't do that. But on the weekends I do. And last Saturday it was like I went for a sunrise walk and then I came home. I like finished my taxes. I made a picanha. I did laundry. Like I came home all like energized in a good way to like do a bunch of stuff that I needed to get done. It was great. I was like, this is great. I can't wait to do this every morning in summer.
What is that? Is that someone giving me the bird?
That's what I thought too.
I'm not sure.
Darth Carnivore. Or is that a what is that?
Carrie, I hula hooped a couple days ago for 20 minutes. It was great.
One of my clients, I figured out where this hula hoop thing came from. So I talked to, I batch all my client calls on Thursdays. So I chatted with one of my clients yesterday, and she has like over 100 pounds to lose. She's like 400 and something pounds, but she got a weighted hula hoop. I was like, why is everyone hula hooping? She explained that it's like this TikTok thing that went viral, and now everyone is like hula hooping. So is that how you and Carrie got into it? Was this like this TikTok thing?
I knew nothing about, I've never watched TikTok a day in my life.
I don't either.
Carrie and I, although Carrie, we need to do a live so we can talk. This is how I talk to my friends now. I do live streams with them. So I haven't spoken to Carrie in a while, but she was like, I want to get back to hula hooping. And she had a weighted hula hoop for years, but it was like in her storage thing. So she went to go get it and she couldn't reach it. It was like behind a bunch of junk. So she bought a new one. And then she sent me the link, like, here's the one I bought. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll buy the same one. So no, we did not go on TikTok. I mean, unless Carrie did, but as far as I know, no, we just got the weighted hoops and we did like a challenge of it for a whole month. And now I still do it occasionally, and it's great. I really like it. Again, it's not stressful. You just kind of stand there and hoop. And I taught myself how to hoop like the other way. So I can go clockwise and counterclockwise.
No kidding. Without getting dizzy?
Yeah. So I do 10 minutes in each direction, and yeah, it's just kind of gentle and nice and easy to do. And you're not just like sitting.
Carrie,
years before TikTok. That's right. Years.
All right. So we have, thank you, BK, for not being the carnivore judge. I like my sweet potato now. It's so good. But we have a bunch of tips on the egg thing. Put them in ice bath. At least I think this is egg. I'm like trying to catch up on comments because this will be really awkward if it's not about eggs.
I've heard this about eggs before.
Okay. So put them in an ice bath right after they come out of the hot water and they peel. Oh, okay. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, it helps sometimes, I would say. I that's great, Heidi, that works for you every time. I wish it did. I always throw them in an ice bath, but
it doesn't work?
Not for me. I mean, sometimes they peel and sometimes they don't.
They peel, sometimes they don't. Yeah.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
Karen says she lost tons of weight walking 4 miles a day, 5 to 6 days a week. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. I incorporated walking on the treadmill. So I'm going to do that tomorrow as long as I can walk and I don't face plant because that'll ruin my brunch date. But I walk on a treadmill at like 11 incline at like 2.3. So it's like not a speed walk. It's kind of like moderate pace, but at a steep incline. It really does strengthen your buttocks and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I started doing for about 20, 30 minutes. But once the weather's good, I'm going to start walking with my husband. He walks about 3 miles a day.
Yeah. It's great. It just, the time just goes by, and I just wish we had more hills around here. Like it's flat. So I use an app called Strava. It's free.
Oh yeah.
You just like hit record and start, and then you just go and it maps your whole thing, but it'll tell you like how much incline or how much hill or elevation or whatever they call it. It's almost zero. Like it's just flat where I live. I mean, even when you look at it for like the 3 weeks I've been doing it, it's like 17 feet or something. It's just flat where I live.
I used to use Strava when I am biking again this year, but I use Strava.
Cool.
Now I just use my Garmin watch, but Strava's really good. A lot of people use Strava.
I like it and there's even challenges you can join just for
Yeah.
fun. And when you hit it, they're like, "You did it." I'm like, "Yes, I did."
Well, after my boiled eggs are cooked, I crack them a little bit
Okay.
and let them soak in water for about an hour. Oh, that's so much time. And cool off.
Okay.
The water somehow seeps in between the eggshell and the egg, and they
Okay. All
peel
right, David.
easily.
I'm gonna try that because if I
Wow.
do boiled eggs for work, I do them early enough that they could sit there. I don't because they do sit there for about an hour in the ice bath or whatever until I take them out and pack them for work. But
Yeah,
I never cracked them a little bit first.
me neither. I
So
actually might try that this weekend and see. Yeah. 'Cause I take the egg like this morning, I was taking the egg with the shell. I was like, "No, I wanna eat
yeah.
you."
Right. And it takes and when you're hungry at lunchtime and you're trying to crack peel it and it takes
Yeah,
like 10 minutes to peel.
I
It's so
know.
frustrating because you're hungry
It's like
and
they're
then
breaking off in
yeah.
like micro pieces.
Or you're cutting your
Oh.
finger trying to
Yeah,
I
they're
know.
sharp.
Yep. Yep.
Bruce
True.
says, "Any recommendations on step count?" I mean, the standard recommendation is 10,000 steps a day, but that's really not based on any like real science. I just say walk as much or as far as you have time for. Like, any movement is better for no
Yeah.
movement than no
I
movement.
step in
I
my
just
house.
put a
I like to
time
do it in
frame
my
on it.
house too.
I wanna
Yeah.
walk at least 30 minutes on my walk days. I wanna walk for at least 30 minutes. Sometimes I walk more, sometimes I walk less, but I mean, the standard is 10,000, but it's truly not based on any scientific thing. It was just a number that they put out. But yeah, I say walk as long as you have time to walk. If you don't have time and you're trying to do it during the workday, I always like to recommend breaking up in like 3 to 4 10-minute chunks because everyone has time for that. Like if just to get away from your desk to alleviate eye strain, like headaches and stuff like that. But yeah, that would be my thing as I put a time on it, not an actual step count. But what do you ladies do?
I don't track my steps, and here's
Yeah.
why. When the Fitbit craze first started, I still have my Fitbit, like one of the original, it doesn't like have a big screen or, it basically just like does steps and heart rate and a few things like that. And everyone had one, right? It was the thing, and people were competing, and some people would cheat and put it on their dog or whatever. And so I never cheated, but yeah, they're like, I put on my dog and then all the steps. I'm like, cheater. Anyway, but yeah, all the other teachers were like kicking my butt on step count. And I was like, I do the same job as you, and I am not sitting on my butt. I refuse to wear this Fitbit anymore. And I threw it in a drawer.
Oh, dang.
So that happened. But I like Strava because when you're done, I mean, I don't care about the steps I'm doing in my life. That's just my life. But it's
Yeah.
interesting to see for my walk. So yeah, it'll tell you how many steps you took, how far you went, shows you your route, shows you your pace, all that cool stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's not 100% accurate either, but as
right,
long as you
right.
know that, because like I'll be
Yeah.
driving and it'll sometimes say I'm walking. I was like, I'm driving, I'm braking, it's traffic.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bruce
Just to
says,
give a
eat
little
the
information.
shell, it's full
Yeah.
of calcium. Blech.
It's like pure calcium, but no
I
thanks,
used
Bruce.
to,
I'll pass.
for my dogs, when I was making them like homemade dog food, you bake the shell to dry it out and then you crush it and it's a source of calcium for them.
So you would feed your dog the shells?
Like you crush it into a powder and put
Oh,
it on top of the food for calcium. Yeah.
interesting.
You
Yep.
can
Okay.
buy eggshell powder if you
Yep.
don't want to do all that
Yeah.
work, but they do sell
I
it.
just had so many eggshells, obviously, because we eat so many
Right. We
eggs,
Yeah.
you
yeah.
know.
So how do you make it into do you put it in a blender or do you just take a hammer and just let out some frustration?
I actually used an old, like, coffee bean grinder,
Oh, I don't have one of
but the
those.
powder kind of like, oh, you gotta cover it with, like, a towel or something because the powder cloud goes all over the place. You don't wanna breathe all that in. It's a little funny,
That
but
sounds like
Dar
a lot
says
of work. No thanks.
couple minutes. Yeah.
Dar says he's gonna try to walk a mile in someone else's shoes for once.
You want to borrow mine, Charlie?
That would be funny. That would be funny. So what else has been going on, ladies? I mean, it's got to be so Christy, I thought well, first off, Christy, I thought this was going to be a more interesting conversation. The way you're like, "Do you want to talk about how our diet's changed?" I was like, "Oh boy, what happened?"
I finally some way. You hush over there. You guys, she's being mean to me again. What did I even do? I didn't call her short one time. Nicole, you thought this was going to be so much more interesting. Sorry, I'm boring you. I'm the only one here who's not a coach. Why don't you say something interesting?
Oh no.
Erin's like, oh no, she's gone.
You go off to join the Lullaby League?
What if they join the Lollipop Guild?
Or the Lollipop Guild? Whichever one you want. Hanging out with the
I
boys,
was
hanging out with the girls,
excited that
whatever.
I discovered something that finally worked after trying for like 5 months.
I think that, I said I think that's
Fine.
awesome because I know how frustrating that would be.
You wanted to hear me say that I added carbs. That's what you wanted to hear me say.
That's what I thought because the way you just like randomly said, "Do you want to talk about how our diets changed?" I was like, "Ooh, juicy, spicy. What happened?"
I did not add carbs. No. No.
Who's
But
the
I
toss of the
did. Here's what I did. You want to hear what I got going on? Okay. I got a couple sponsors for my channel, you guys.
What?
And now I got to start making some videos.
What? Who are you allowed to say?
Yeah. So Porking Good Pork Rinds, which that's legit. Like you guys know, if you watch any of my videos where I make like meatloaf or any of that stuff, I bought their pork rind crumbs all the time. So they sent me a box of like pork rind goodies. Including some pork rind crumbs. So I'm going to be making a recipe tomorrow with some of their pork rind crumbs that I haven't made before.
Cool.
And but specifically I mean, I do say this stuff is great and whatever, but now I have a link.
Nice.
And then the other one that I'm excited about more so for my son than myself is Keto Chow. Because I've been attempting to make him keto ice cream for 2.5 months. And the boy must just be doing fantastic. He must be feeling great because I have not succeeded yet with an ice cream. I got one that turned out, it looked delicious to me. I didn't taste it, but it actually turned out it looked like ice cream. It looked really good, and he didn't like it. I'm like, yeah. But even with all the ice cream fails, because that was his one thing. Like, I'm gonna miss my ice cream, Mom. Can we do something about that? And I was like, I'll make you some keto or carnivore ice cream, and we'll figure. Like, yeah, no. Every one has turned out as a fail. So Keto Chow supposedly makes really great ice cream in the Ninja Creamy. And I just got my first free, like they sent me a free shipment with a bunch of flavors in there to try. And even some of they have some that they make with beef protein. So the core flavors, that's the ones I'm gonna do. And they even have ones like sweetener free too. So I'm excited to try those. So like, that's what I'll be using is the core stuff, the salty electrolytes. And then my son will be using like the regular, like traditional Keto Chow for his, hopefully I can get some ice cream that he likes. So watch for some videos on that. So I also have like an affiliate link for Keto Chow now. So a 1-2 punch. I'm very excited. I'm be working on that.
Fancy pants over there. Look at you.
Look at me.
So did these companies just reach out to you? Like just send you an email?
So I also have an air fryer sponsor, and they reached out to me, and I was like, "Ooh, look at me!" They reached out to me. It's Tasty Air Fryer. My code gets you, I think, $30 off of that. But they are the only ones that reached out to me, and then I think I was like feeling confident after that, so I reached out to.
That's funny. Hey, whatever works.
Good and Keto Chow, and like gave them my channel information and everything. They took a couple days to look at it, and then sent me some free stuff and said,
amazing.
Let's work together. And I said, let's do it.
Look at you making moves, moving and shaking and losing weight. That's awesome.
Yeah, right?
Look at that.
Right?
Nurse Kim's in the house. What's up, Nurse Kim?
Oh, hey, Kim. Nice to see you.
It's been a while. So there are a couple questions. Who was the tallest of the three? Bruce says Christy. So, Christy, how tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
Erin?
5'2".
Yep.
3'5" for her.
Ass hat.
5 foot, right? Seriously. Yeah, that's what I thought.
5 foot flat.
Yeah. Christy's saw it. She's like,
giant.
You were short.
I'm like not even tall, but like when I hang out with Nicole, I'm like, I'm just so tall because I'm 6 inches taller than she is.
Oh, that's tall.
Aww.
It is.
I'm
Yeah.
like regular height. I'm not tall and I'm not short. I feel.
She's
I
like,
feel
I'm regular height. You
regular.
ladies.
You two, on the other hand, no.
You're weird
She
height.
doesn't have to shop in the petite section
I don't.
and roll up her jeans.
I do
don't.
have to roll up my jeans. Leave me alone.
No, me too. I'm only 5'2". I think us short people, I think it goes up to 5'4", and then you can shop the normal people clothes.
Wait, Susan says she's 5'1" and 3/4. I'm 5 foot almost one. I'm 5 foot and 3/4
Okay,
unless I
Don't
shrank.
forget the
Wow,
3/4.
she's precise.
That's very, very important.
Especially when you're this short, every little bit counts.
Oh yeah.
Susie's 5'1". All right.
See?
I have
Okay.
2 air fryers.
There we go. I do
Oh.
too. So I'm kind of like Nurse Kim. My one air fryer is, it's not a Cuisinart one, but it's one of like the stainless steel ones. But the Tasty one that they sent me, like I just got it for free. It's pretty cool, but it's a basket style. So I was excited to get that style and try it out. And proud to be weird. Anyways, the Tasty one is cool because it has a little probe that you put in the food, and then you don't have to set the temperature. It just cooks it for you. So yes, I have 2 air fryers, kind of like that too, Nurse Kim.
That's so mean.
I'm trying to just gloss over that comment because poor Nicole.
Wait.
Some of my 5th graders are taller
Are
than
they
me.
really taller than me?
So some of my 5th graders are taller than me. Like not just one, like a lot of them. Kids are like tall these days. It's pretty crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, proud to be weird. Damn. I thought we were becoming friends, and then you go and
I like her.
that's fine.
Don't drink more.
I applied for the short person scholarship, back when it wasn't PC to say midget.
Sorry, you're too tall.
And I was too tall.
Too tall for the short people scholarship.
That's where I realized someone said it was 4'9" or 4'8". I was like, dang it.
Oh,
For the first
man.
time in my life, I'm tall. Oh, everyone's gonna
Stretch them out.
Yes.
Stretch.
Take your height first thing in the morning before your spine compresses.
That's
and you're
true.
a half an
Well,
inch
my mom used to
shorter.
say if I just like go in a doorway and like stretch all the way up,
Yeah.
I'll grow. My dumbass did it and it didn't work. Shut up, Erin.
She just wanted to keep you busy and out of her way.
I love you, girl, but do you though? Do you? Oh, snap. That was good though. Maybe gravity boots might help.
boots.
I'm not sure. My dad's short. Okay. So, true story. My dad's Italian, right? A short little Italian dude. He looks like Super Mario. So, like, love you, Dad. So, like, he wore platform shoes for their wedding. My mom's 5'5". We lost Erin.
All I can hear is a do 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 do. You know what I mean? That's all that I'm thinking.
So
Sorry. Go ahead.
he does. He looks like Super Mario. So my mom's 5'5", average height for a woman. Lucky her. My dad's 5'2" or 5'3", right? Sure. So I was doomed from the start.
That's
So, like,
unheard of back then. I guess your mother never
he's
wore
a
heels.
short little
huh?
Italian dude. He had to wear platform shoes for their
Yeah, did he
wedding
wear
so he
lifts
could
in
be the
his
same height.
shoes?
Yeah, he wore platform shoes. Just saying.
Oh man.
Yep. I'm tall compared to my American grandmother. She was 4'10".
Wow.
You know, you shrink as you age too. I might be a legal short person by the time I'm older.
Better keep
So
stretching
my
yourself
husband's
out.
taller than me, but only by about an inch. So he's only
Oh,
taller
man.
than me by about an inch.
My
So,
husband's
when
like a foot taller than me.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
dang.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when we got married, his mom was very like worried about how tall I would look in the pictures because like if I'm gonna wear high heels, I'm already gonna be taller, and then I had this
you
updo,
said,
right?
yeah.
So so I bought flats. Like I had heels and I switched to flats so that I wouldn't look like so much
Yeah.
taller.
Yeah, my husband's 5'10", which is average for a guy, but that's almost a foot taller than me. So he uses my head as an armrest.
Oh, he didn't do that when I was there. That's not
Did he?
nice. No, he didn't. I didn't see
Oh.
that. I didn't get to see that.
Oh, he kind of stood off to the side because we had him film, and it was the most
You
awkward.
did.
It was the most awkward.
That was a funny video. I wish more people would have watched it, Nicole.
I saw it.
The slow-mo run.
Slow motion, and then you almost knocked me over. I almost fell right on my butt in the street. It was not good. It was a funny video.
What's
though. It
up?
turned out
Hey,
good.
everyone. I'm listening in from work again. Oh,
Hi,
glad to
Apex.
have you.
That's awesome.
Susie says, my mom used to say she was going to put a brick on my head because I was growing too fast. Apparently that wasn't necessary. A brick? That's drastic. My mom tried to make me
Oh, man.
proper and did the whole book on head, walk straight or whatever.
Wow.
I still don't know why there's a shorter fork on the table. Why there's two forks? Like there's a short fork and a big fork. I'm like, I just need a fork. Like what?
Shorter fork is for salad.
But why?
I don't know. I didn't invent the rules.
It's a fork.
I always use the shorter fork. I just like it better.
Yeah, because I have
Like when
I
I
have
eat
tiny
my
hands.
food all day, I use the little fork.
Yeah,
My
because if I
daughter's
use
the
a
same way.
bigger fork, it's a longer way to go to my mouth. If I use a shorter fork, it's a shorter distance and it gets to my mouth faster.
I disagree with all of these statements, ladies. We are way off the rails, by the way. Did anyone notice?
So you know we tease you because we like you and we know you can take it. Thank you. Thank you. I take it on stream and then after stream I go cry.
Aw.
Wait. I've always loved being short. Aw. Kim is pretty short too. I think
You
she's
don't hit
got
your
the
head
height
on
it
everything.
takes.
I mean, you don't have to duck under tree branches. There's a lot of benefits,
That is true.
you know?
Yeah.
Like for real.
Jerk. We have rails? Apparently not.
Nope, we're kind of just hovering over the highway all the time. That's about it.
Sandra said we don't need that stupid second fork anymore because we don't eat salad anymore.
Well, why do you?
I eat salad.
You do? I never
I try to
liked
tackle
lettuce.
salad for dinner.
I never ate salad even before, but why do you need a different fork? Just use a fork. Like, I don't know.
Because it's
Not
proper.
fancy.
Did you learn to set the table properly when you were
No.
little? Like my mom was big
My-
into that. Like, and it drives me
Yeah.
crazy if I go someplace and the forks and everything are in the wrong spot now. She did that to me.
My grandparents, we would go visit for like a week at a time in the summer, and we would have one meal where we went, like they had a formal dining room with, I'm
Yeah.
not kidding, white carpet in there in
Whoa.
the dining room.
Wow.
And we had to go in there and have a formal dinner. And we had to use all the right forks and spoons and put the napkin, the cloth napkin on our lap and all of that
That's
stuff.
too
And
stressful.
yeah, we had to like behave like proper,
Yeah.
you know, young men and women, me and my brothers, right? And yeah, we had to, that's how I know about the forks, you know. There was a dessert fork too at the top of the plate.
What?
for
We did
dessert.
that too. Sunday dinner was in the
3
dining
forks.
room and with we always had linen napkins though.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
My husband tried to take
Yep.
me to a fancy dinner on one of our dates, and I couldn't help but to burp. So ever since then, we don't do fancy. I can't apparently I can't be proper. And it was like too many forks and I didn't know what to do.
So where was your second date? Chuck E. Cheese? Ball crawl?
Buffalo Wild
You could
Wings.
burp, fart, do whatever you wanted to do.
Buffalo
one
Wild
cares.
Wings.
Oh, can't take Nicole anywhere.
It was too stressful. I'm trying to see if it's posh, Nicole. See, I don't even know what posh is. I had a conversation with my mom what does ladylike mean? Because I didn't know. What does
Cross
ladylike
your
mean?
legs, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
know.
and how do you dress? Like, I
And you're-
literally consulted Google and there was so much different information on there. I still don't know.
Sure it is. I mean, I think you're not supposed to be very loud, so like I don't qualify.
Won't be
But yeah, you're
loud.
not supposed to be very loud. You're not
Your
supposed to
bosoms aren't supposed to
slurp.
be hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lee from Ken Carnivore. I love Lee. I did an interview with him quite a few months ago. He's
Yeah, me
amazing.
too.
Doesn't
He's
use any
awesome.
forks or utensils at all. He's a real caveman. He just like
He's a
takes me.
complete he does. Although, what does it say about me? I was eating my picanha at lunch today, and my coworker looked over and goes, "You're using a fork today."
It's like a gremlin.
Usually I just pick up my picanha and eat it. But I had a fork today, and she was legit surprised.
He took out a little fork and steak knife.
Well, I had cut it up already. I cut it into
Oh, you
picanha
pre-cut
bites.
it?
Yeah, before I went to work. And
Aw.
then I used a fork, so I didn't have to use my fingers. But she like did a double take.
Oh,
Well-
Christy, you would be happy. You know what I actually had for lunch today?
Uh-oh.
What?
Found it in the freezer from September, defrosted it, a chuck eye.
Chuck eyes
It
are
was
so
really
good.
good. I can't get them anymore,
Oh, that's a bummer.
but it was
Chuck
really
eyes are good.
Sorry.
What? I missed
Don't cuss, don't burp, don't fart, cross your legs.
So, Nicole, you have to like delete half of your soundboard. Is what they're saying basically.
Don't let anyone hear you flush the toilet.
Yeah, you can't do any of those things.
No.
Sometimes
Gotta run the water when you're in there so no one knows that you have bodily functions.
it was worse when I was vegan. Now it's fine. You can use a little fork for the shrimps.
There is a fish fork, but I don't.
Are you
Oh
kidding?
yeah, the little tiny shrimp
Yes,
fork that has like the two tines.
prongs.
Oh, for
Uh-huh.
crying out loud.
Yep.
Nicole's learning, Aaron. I'm the coach today, Nicole. The etiquette coach.
So bad.
You're in sorry shape if you have to rely on my etiquette coaching.
No, you were pretty polite when we went out to eat.
See, you're the one who wanted to crash all the like wedding parties and like break into people's houses.
There was a bachelorette or some party
was
going
like,
on
no.
over there.
No, she wanted to go over there and just like
Yeah.
pretend like we belonged.
Yeah, you've never
That's
done
not
that
very
before?
ladylike.
I said no.
What's up? I'm with the groom. Oh wait, the groom's not here.
Wait, what do you mean you're with the groom?
Oh.
That's a bad thing to say to his bride-to-be. That could get you in trouble.
You know,
Yes,
ladylike
Carrie.
sounds pretty dull.
Yes,
right?
Carrie. That's
I
what I
concur.
say.
That's no
Oh,
fun.
this explains it. In other words, don't be an 8-year-old boy.
Don't be making your
Right.
armpit noises and all
Or
that.
picking your
Nicole. Don't do
nose.
that. Picking your nose. Yeah. No.
That takes
Yeah.
all the fun out of it.
The stuff that Christy sees every day.
You know
At
how many
school.
kids pick their nose, you guys?
Oh,
Because it's
Eating
gross.
the boogers.
Oh, they do that. They eat them.
In class?
Sticking them
yeah,
under the
there's one-
desk.
It's yeah.
Oh.
I had a kid today do this to me. Okay, let me just
Rubbing
show
it on
you.
their arm.
Okay, let's just pretend.
Oh,
Now, this
gosh.
is not a full-size paper. So pretend it's a full-size piece of notebook paper. We had like some math we had to do. And when they were done, they needed to bring it to my desk. So he walks up to my desk like this. It won't come off its desk. And he just put it on my desk like that. And I looked at him and I said, ew. That's how he delivered his work. In his mouth.
How do you not laugh though?
I didn't laugh. I just said, ew. I don't want to touch your spit.
That's funny.
2 years ago, that would have gotten you in big trouble. Right?
Because I said I don't want to touch his spit.
No, the everything that was going on 2 years ago.
Oh.
You didn't want anybody to spit anywhere.
Nobody
yeah.
spit anywhere. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
You would have Lysoled everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just like, just why? Why? But yeah, he also picks his nose, that one. So you never know what you're going to get when you get his papers.
Yeah, a little
Sometimes there's
extra added
boogers on
gifts on the paper.
Sometimes.
That's nasty.
I still have to grade them, guys.
Do you wear gloves when you grade them?
No. Sometimes I wash my hands real good after, though. Going through a pile of papers.
It's a
Ew.
Flintstone cat.
Hi, kitty.
Yeah, she was meowing at my feet, so figured I'd bring her.
Yogurt.
She does. Her and I split the yogurt. I have to give her some before I eat.
She likes yogurt. Wow.
Yeah.
My
She's
dogs
addicted.
too.
She crawls all over me until I give her some. I did a video a while ago of her doing that.
Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna have to go find that one.
Yeah. Your
So
Pixel doesn't like yogurt?
I don't
Oh,
eat
well, you don't
yogurt,
eat
so I don't
yogurt.
know.
Oh, well, shame on you.
I mean, I have yogurt here that Zach eats, so I could try giving her some.
Oh, Miss Wilma. Miss Wilma.
Yes,
his mouth
perhaps
was
it was.
He has a point.
I shouldn't have complained. That was probably actually very
That
helpful
could
what he
very
did
well
today.
be.
Yeah.
See?
Ugh.
The chat has been very helpful today. I now know
I
how to
know.
peel
They are
eggs.
such a helpful viewing audience. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I'm totally going to try that egg trick, and I'm
Yeah.
going to start measuring myself against 5-year-olds. Like, there's
Yeah.
a
You
lot.
got things to do, Nicole.
I have
So
Got
things
a
to
lot of
do.
good information.
you don't just have
tonight.
videos to watch this
I
weekend. Like, you got other homework now.
I do. Well, is there anything else going on, ladies? Christie's, anything else going on? Anything that you have coming up?
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm very excited because Laura Russell, if you guys all know her, she's a nurse and she's one of the Fierce Felines on
Oh,
Monday
yeah.
night.
She's been making her rounds.
I know, and she and I are doing a live stream tomorrow because I want to hear all about why a carnivore would ever use plants. And so she uses plants as medicine, and that's something that I know nothing about. And so I'm just the host. I'm going to ask questions. If anyone is interested in that, it's my time, 10 a.m. Pacific tomorrow morning. And if you have questions about what plants you might want to grow, what medicinal uses they may have, and I don't even really know what else because I don't know what I don't know. But yeah, she has a lot of good knowledge about that. So I thought I wanted to pick her brain. And so that's tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Nice. That's fun. So 11, 12, 1. So 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes,
Yeah.
Eastern time. Yes.
p.m.
Not 1 a.m.
No, I don't math. So, so is that all that you have coming up, Chrissy? You're like a busy bee.
I
Like,
mean, Lioness Lifestyle every single Tuesday. That show is doing so well. It's my favorite thing I do on my channel, and we are booked through August, you guys.
That is
we have guests lined
awesome.
up through August. Like there is no shortage of awesome guests like coming up. So yeah, tune in on every single Tuesday, 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. Pacific.
That's awesome.
Every Tuesday, and come hang out in the den with us. It's great.
Awesome. Yeah, I wish I could make it. That's my band night, so I can't play on YouTube's that night.
You can catch the replay anytime. We always do the roar of the week. So if you watch a Lioness Lifestyle episode on the replay, if you comment down below, we go through those comments and we shout one out every episode because we love to do that. And then, like I said, this weekend, I'm going to be working on some videos for the pork rinds and hopefully get one for the ice cream too for Keto Chow. I'm going to give it a try and hope I get some nice ice cream. So you can be, I don't know when I'm going to post those videos, but I'm going to, film them tomorrow, and then we'll see when I can get them edited and put out there for you guys.
Yay, that's fun.
That's what I'm working on.
Susan says she's going to try to watch the live tomorrow.
Yay. Awesome. I hope you have plant questions.
Yeah.
I have a ton of plant questions.
What about you, Erin? What do you got going on, or any other updates you got?
Well, I got a lot of boring stuff going on my channel because I don't think there's anyone here that's a celiac. So they're excited by it. You probably aren't. I finally hit 500 subscribers, but now that I said that, people will probably unsubscribe.
They probably will.
Wow.
Yeah, as soon as you hit any milestone,
I'm not excited just yet.
As soon as you hit any milestone, that's amazing how that happens.
Of course, I still need 18,000 watch hours to get any further, but at least I got
18,000 or 1,800.
I said 18,000 because I'm joking.
Holy cow.
Yeah, 1,800, more than 1,800.
So many.
What are your plans for your channel to get to the watch hours and stuff? Like, what are your plans?
Consistency, organic growth. That's what I'm going for. Just trying to pick up people here and there. I'm not even watching my own.
You're trying to pick up. You're married. So you can play this game, Erin.
I'm just trying to be authentic and keep it going. That's it. It'll get there when it gets there, if it's gonna get there. And
so I see Cammie in the chat. Cammie and I have done a few videos. Another thing I am not an expert at is like canning and like making jerky and stuff, but she's really good at it. But she wants to do that stuff live. Well, she can't do two things at once. So she does the canning or the jerkying or whatever, and I sort of host and kind of keep the keep the chatter going and read the
Okay.
chat and put the comments up. And so those are kind of fun. So I
Yeah.
think she's recently made me like a moderator so I can like control all of that stuff. And I think she has
Cool.
something planned. I don't know, or she's got something, ruminating up here. So
Yeah.
there's a couple already posted on both of our channels where if you're interested in learning how to can, she cans meat, she cans all kind. I learned a ton of stuff about
Wow.
canning
That's
that I
brave. I've heard that
Yeah.
canning meat is like the most difficult, like one to get it right.
Really?
yeah.
You don't
She
get
did it live, right
it's
live
not
for
the
everybody.
acidity with the tomatoes and all of that,
Yeah.
So I'd be scared. I wouldn't do it.
I
That's
have fun too,
interesting.
Cammie. Thank you. Cammie says they're fun. I have fun too because I always learn something. I'm like, really? Oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
interesting.
No.
I'm
And,
trying to
and then I
think.
ask all the
Not very
noob questions and then she answers them very patiently and kindly.
Yeah, I haven't really been playing on YouTube. I've just been so busy, but I think I'm still going to continue with my Monday lives. Ellie's going to be on with me this Monday. She's
Yay.
coming on with me. I have no idea what we're talking about. Probably wing it like usual.
Cool.
But yeah, she'll be on with me Monday, so I'm going to do my best to stick with the Monday lives except for the 29th because I'll be at the MRI. But anyway, I'm going to be sticking with the Monday lives and then the one video a week. I am planning to do more gym footage and more kind of like what I will eat in a day and just more like vloggy type stuff to kind of mix it up a bit because that's fun for me. And the reaction videos are fun, but talking about food all the time to me is just like, I need to mix it up a bit. I did get a drone, so I am going to attempt to fly some drones this weekend and see if I don't crash it or get arrested. So maybe you'll see some drone footage coming up.
So my older son is taking drone classes. They actually offer a drone certificate at
Oh, you
the
mentioned
junior
that.
college. And so,
Oh, wow.
yeah, he's taking drone. He's in his second one right now. So he's learning how to, the first one was how to operate the drone. Now he's like operating the drone while he takes like video footage and pictures and he's learning how to edit the footage and all that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Does he have the one where you control it on your phone with the controller or whatever?
So he doesn't own a drone. And I keep telling him with his college fund, because he's not going to end up, I don't think, getting a 4-year degree. He's like going to get this drone certificate and some other things and then go to work in that field, which is totally fine with me. I always told him they can do what they want, but his college fund, like while he's in this class, I'm like, now you can use that to go buy a drone.
Yeah.
You need to like pick one out because while you're in that class, I think it's fair to say like you need that for your, colleging. And so same thing with like a new like a desktop powerful whatever kind of computer that can do all of that editing stuff that he needs to be able to do, because I think that would be better than like his laptop that he has now is more like a gaming thing. So I think so I told him like you need to pick these things out while you're taking these classes so that we can say that it's part of your college expense.
Well, I have sticky notes on my controller because I kept crashing it into my recliner and walls and stuff because I was testing it in the house. So I have sticky notes to say forward, back, land. So like I dummy proofed it. So
you will not be working in the drone industry anytime soon. Got it.
No. I barely know how to make it go up. But we're going to try this weekend. So I want to try. So you might see some interesting videos coming from me. Like, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But that's my plan going forward is to stick with the Monday lives. And then kind of mix up my other content from there, mix in some eating, some exercise footage, maybe some fun drone stuff. Yeah, I got a toy. I want to play with it. And Ellie's here. Speaking of Ellie, I said you're going to be on with me Monday, and I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah. Ellie must have, she like sensed that we were talking about her, and then because then she appeared.
Well, I texted her, and she didn't text me back, and it makes me sad.
Aw.
So Susan said her eldest son has his aunt. Oh.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
So
that's kind of what my son is doing, but it's a whole degree, Susan. I need to know more. There's an actual degree in that unmanned aerial systems degree because what they offer here is like a certificate. So it's like I forget how many units. Yeah, and then he's gonna get his Part 107 FAA cert too. That's part of this program. He'll have that.
Sorry, my daughter's boy is coming to pick her up.
Oh, I didn't know she had a boy.
Is it prom tonight?
Oh no.
Oh no, he's just just a date.
Date, whatever. I don't know what they're calling it now.
Do we like this boy?
I think so.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't be. Do I? I don't even know him. You mean does she? I think she likes him. I
Wait,
shouldn't
you
be
don't even
saying
know
this
him?
on YouTube.
Oh,
I didn't say
okay.
his name or anything.
No, you're fine. I mean, I told all about my student, but I didn't say any names.
No names.
Ellie, I'm so sorry he's
Well,
not
I'm
doing well. I knew
sorry.
your family was sick, but I didn't know he was like
Aw.
that poorly.
Yeah, there's stuff
Aw.
going around. It seems like a
Man,
lot of
you
people are
you
getting
guys
sick.
are getting the brunt of the sickness over there this
Yeah.
year, it seems,
Well,
Ellie.
they got kids and like, I
Oh,
don't
well,
know.
kids
And
are like snot factories,
yeah,
They're sick
Mm,
all the time.
right?
Yeah,
true.
Well,
so
I don't know what else to talk about. We've been at this for almost an hour and a half. Unless you ladies have something else you want to talk about, I think this is a good spot to end and enjoy our weekends. My husband's going to be coming
Cool.
home from his business trip in about 30 minutes. He'll be walking in
Nice.
the door. So, and he's very loud. So he's probably going to be
are we gonna
banging
see
and
him
stuff
walk
anyway.
right behind you and sit on that sofa?
Probably, yeah.
That would be really
Pick
interesting.
up his
You
feet.
you didn't even tell the audience what the set is, Nicole, and behind you there. So you should
Oh,
tell
I
everybody
forgot.
as we're
No
signing
one's gonna
off.
know.
No
Does
one
anyone
knows.
know
I'm
what
telling
set
you,
this
I
Does
didn't
is?
anybody know?
know.
Aw,
Once she told me what it
what?
was, I was like, "Oh yeah, totally." But like, I
Oh,
didn't know.
wow.
Aw.
Aw, Ellie.
Well, no one's I'll give you guys a second to guess. Do you know what set this is? And hold on, I'll pop the other picture up too.
Oh, when you put that up, everyone's gonna
Yeah,
know.
Well,
it's kind
people
of blurry,
some
but
people know, some people won't.
yeah.
That's a dead giveaway for anybody Gen X.
Wait, so I'm very confused. You say the living room from the other one is from this show?
Yeah, I think it's a different room.
Oh, okay, because I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
know. I
completely
could also be
different.
like, oh, there it is. Deb got the
No.
last one too, didn't she? I think she guessed the last.
It's not Facts of Life.
No.
Oh no, it wasn't. No, Facts of Life was the
last
last one
time.
she got.
Yeah.
Yes. Nope, not Facts of Life.
Carrie, do you know? I think this one's a dead giveaway.
Say
Different
the first name of
strokes?
the
No.
actress
Different
and see if
strokes.
anybody
No,
knows. No.
The
no.
pigtails. She has pigtails.
Pigtails. Because I told Nicole she needs the with her pigtails, and then everyone will know.
She's
Oh
very
no, not
she's
not
No,
very
not
Family
family
Ties.
sunny.
ties.
She's very sunny.
Yes.
Maybe
Do
that
one more
was it.
guess and then different strokes? No.
Mhm.
Really? Does that look like different? No.
No. I think he looks like they're saying he looks like Mr. Drummond.
Oh,
maybe.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I
Oh
think it was
God.
late 80s, early
Late
90s.
80s,
right?
early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Now
know.
I
I
gotta go
can't
watch
find a
Family
better
Ties.
picture. I couldn't find a better picture though. It was hard. But all right. I'll just tell you I'm watching on my phone, can't see them well. Okay.
Yeah, it's blurry for
It's
sure.
Punky Brewster. Punky Brewster.
Punky Brewster. I totally
I
used
don't
to
know
watch
what
that.
made me randomly think of that today. You always have to mix it up. But do you ladies have any parting words? I know I appreciate all my channel members and moderators and just everyone for hanging with us no matter where you're watching or whose channel you're watching from. I always enjoy having you guys here and engaging and interacting with you all. So thank you for spending your Friday night or Saturday morning with us.
Yep.
Do you ladies have anything you want to end with?
I just want to echo that. Like anyone that's a member of my channel or who just watches all my stuff, supports, is always on lives in the comments. I love all you guys. And yeah, just thanks for watching and hanging out with us.
I don't have any members, so good night.
Wow. Self-deprecating.
Thanks, everybody.
On that note,
On that note, bye.
as Nurse Kim, I don't know if she's still in the chat. Be like, ah. But have a good weekend, everyone, and we will
Bye.
see you. We'll see you around YouTube's. Bye.